People can say that I'm washed up, and people can say that why I'm still here when I'm so old. But fans can say whatever the they want. I want to be the best player in the world.
Jankos! Jankos, that is disgusting! Yes! Yes! These guys are red hot too! Ladies and gentlemen, the first Blood King brings 3 Bloods into the top lane!
My name is Marcin Jankos Jankowski, and I play jungle for team G2 Esports.
To describe Jankos, you need to know 2 things. Number 1, he is the undisputed best jungler that Europe has ever produced. And number 2, he is one of the most infectiously positive and intense individuals that you'll ever meet.
I think in the world of League of Legends, I'm known for being quite loud. Whenever we win and it's like a big thing, I'm gonna scream my lungs out. And there was even a time in 2019 where we had a very close series against Fnatic. I screamed so hard that I fainted and I fell on the ground. It's because I really enjoy the game and I'm passionate and I really wanna win. But besides that, I'm quite a joking personality, so I don't take things too seriously.
얀코스, 얀노인이라고 그러죠. LEC에서 가장 많은 플레이를 한 선수.
I'm quite old for a League of Legends player, so a lot of people call me the grandpa.
얀코스의 손끝에서 얼마나 많은 팀들이 패전을 지어줬겠습니까? 그 선수가 지금도 지치지 않고 SK 팬들은 얀코스를 엄청 좋아합니다.
I started my career back in 2014 when I joined LAC with a team named Rocket.
Absolute fantastic stuff for game 1 for Rocket.
Jankos, the king of First Bloods, that secures it.
Even though I was called a First Blood King back then, I couldn't win a split in Europe. I think back then my mechanics were quite on point with other junglers, but I lacked experience and brain.
His GA is going to get popped. Vander a little bit too low in this one. It is just a 1-for-1. The steal away. Jankos secures a absolutely massive Elder Drake. Yes! 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 H2K, they beat EDG. These guys are red hot.
The first time I played with Jankos was when I joined G2. I got kind of like a quick reaction to Jankos because he's a very outgoing person. He's very loud and he likes to joke around a lot. And at the same time, we're both trying really hard to win.
I was always trying my hardest to win, but I felt like I didn't have anyone around me to guide me in a way to become a better person and a better player. And that's why when I joined G2 in 2018, I really value Perk's input in my growth as a player.
Something magical happened under the G2 banner. Not only did Jankos win his first regional championships, he also then went on to win MSI and make a world final.
I felt like we were quite on the same page as players, which was very important. We also had probably the best 5 players in Europe. It felt like in Europe we are unstoppable and we are just the best team. And that was probably the best year of my career.
G2 Esports!
In 2021, Perks left the team and we got Reckless as our new player. The team was made to win.
After 8 years of extraordinary success, Reckless has left behind Fnatic to join G2 Esports in hopes of building the best team in Europe. The expectations on this roster are sky high. Anything other than an international trophy will not be enough.
And 2021 was meant to be no different from 2020, from 2018, from 2019. But for some reason, we just could not succeed.
If that can lock down multiple members, I'm looking for the shot.
Oh, the shockwave!
That catches onto Reckless. He's got no flash, he's got no heal. Oh no, slices and dices his way through. That is it. That is it done.
He could not be more poetic. Larson overcoming his demons and removing Reckless from the equation with that shockwave. It's Rogue all the way.
When I watched MSI from home in 2021, it felt very, very painful. I was even live viewing the games and seeing Mad Lions compete against Damwon and RNG felt like, wow, I really want to be there. Why am I not there? I really wish I could play against these teams. I could do better than Mad Lions. Even though we changed only one player, we just couldn't find ourselves. I felt like it's not because of one player, but it's because we lost a little bit of that fire that we had back in 2020 and 2019. It felt like we don't work as well as we used to. It felt like our team atmosphere changed. It felt like we are not as eager to sacrifice everything to win and win as a team, not win individually. And that's why I feel like it really led to our failure.
I believe it was to do with the loss of leadership. And I think when you look back at Jankos over his career, he's always been a wild player. And I think with the loss of perks and the required adaptation, there was this almost loss of control. Jankos was left a little bit floundering, but so was the entire team.
G2 always went to Worlds, G2 was always first. Being there in 2021 and not even making it to Worlds, not even being the top 3 team in Europe, that was quite a shock. I was trying to fix it, but I just couldn't find a way. At some point you lose these games and you realize that that's the end of the road. There's nothing else. You lost. You are not good anymore. The old roster, the old players, we had to split up a little bit to reach within ourselves and reach for that fire that we had, that fire that keeps you going, that fire that makes you hungry to be the best.
We do have to start with some of the changes that have been made by the 8-time champions G2 Esports. We talked about this during the course of Ready Check, but for G2, it is a huge organizational rebuild.
I think the biggest changes that we made in 2022 is we kind of bet on rookies.
When I saw this G2 roster on paper, to me, it looked like a style that best enabled Caps and Jankos to perform. The veterans that require flexibility, the freedom. For them to succeed, they need to have fun playing the game. And they have the most fun when they get to do whatever they want. And with a roster like this, they're allowed to do it.
At the beginning, I was pretty shocked because all I knew from him, it was like his streams. And he's kind of like, you know, like a clown.
We have respect. Yeah. We have respect. We don't do anything crazy. Yeah. We sleep. We eat healthy. We have a match tomorrow. Okay.
Can we do soup? Can we do soup?
Not. I mean, you can, but don't be too loud. Okay.
A lot of people look at him in a funny way, make a lot of jokes about his age, even sometimes about his gameplay, right? Which we do as well, but he's like a comedian. He's like always making fun of stuff. So I didn't really expect to see someone like with such an insane discipline.
I think now with the new roster with a bunch of rookies and there's no more perks and stuff like that, we have a lot of people who are making a lot of jokes. So I think he doesn't really have the room, or like he doesn't need to make as many jokes.
Jankos' role in the team is like the big brother.
I will just adapt to be whatever the team needs, and I just think this is the figure that the team needs, the big brother. And if the age suits me in this term as well, as I am the oldest in the team, so be it.
I think for the first time since joining all those years back in 2013, Jankos may finally be learning to be a leader, maybe growing in that direction.
He's a dude who's always relaying information. He is an infinite source of positivity, a catalyst for camaraderie. That is, to me, the foundation of great leadership.
I wouldn't call myself a leader because I really believe that you need 5 separate players, 5 separate individuals to come together, to agree on an idea, to have similar mindsets, similar opinions, to actually play the game. The whole team is a leader.
They've got young players now that really deserve a whole lot of credit. But I think that Jankos, his ability to get the best out of his teammates is what makes him so amazing.
Adding the new players did bring back the fire. I feel like me and Caps are performing very, very well again, and I feel like all of the rookies bring so many good ideas.
The death from below is enough, and the death of Rogue is written in stone.
G2 claim.
This entire season for me initially looked like a gamble. And when I look back at it now, I almost feel stupid for doubting them.
I've been through a lot of criticism throughout my career, and I feel like what really matters for me, what keeps me going, is I want to be the best player in the world. That's why I'm not retired yet. As long as my team can trust me and my team believes that I'm a good player, I will keep it going. You know, just because I'm 26, it doesn't mean that I'm boosted. I want to reach for that fire that keeps you going, that fire that makes you hungry to be the best. But